Dallas Metro Training Center is one of the newest in the country, and it's probably one of the best facilities in the country. One of the things we do there regularly is our physical agility testing. We use it to hire new employees. We also use it as a standard to keep your employment here and be able to do your job. For new employees, we're one of the few that uses a competitive hiring process. It's worth a third of your entire score for hiring, and it is competitive, with the fastest one getting the best grade and the slowest one getting the worst grade. It tends to get us people that are physically fit and have some motivation, that are going to stay fit for a long period of time. The physical agility starts out when someone throws a hose pack on your shoulder. You're wearing a bunker coat and your shorts and tennis shoes, something comfortable for your feet, and so you don't hurt yourself. They throw a hose pack on your shoulder. You climb the stairs at a relatively fast pace. You have to touch every step to the 6th floor of the building. Going up the stairs is probably the place that you can ruin the whole thing for yourself the easiest. You need to find a pace that you can do them as quickly as you can without burning yourself out for the rest of the test. I find when I watch people or help people do it or help people train for it, the ones that run up the stairs too fast tend to not be able to do very well with the rest of it. It's a different pace for everyone, but certainly if you do the stairs too fast, you're not going to do well for the whole thing. You can drop that pack at that point and come back down to the 3rd floor, where you'll find a rope that you pull another simulated hose pack up to that floor. Pulling up the first bag, it really has less to do with strength and more to do with technique. Anyone that practices good technique for holding onto a rope and good technique for pulling that rope towards them will do well. You don't have to be super strong, but if you don't do it correctly, you'll use up all the muscles in your forearms and you won't have any grip strength left for the rest of the test. Once you finish that, you can drop it. Go back down to the bottom of the building, again touching every step on the way down. Find another rope which simulates raising a 24-foot extension ladder. The second rope pull is no different than the first. It's really about the grip that you use on the rope. The only difference is now, instead of pulling it straight towards you in front, you're pulling it down from above. Weight-wise, it's actually a little bit less than the first one. It's just a different motion, and again, it's about practice. It's not about being super strong. But at this point, you're starting to get tired. So you do have to have that fitness ability to work for a few minutes at a time. And you're looking at times around 3 to 5 minutes for this first half. So you need to be in good enough shape to actually make those times. Next station is a hose line. You can make up some time if you can run to the next station. So between stations, certainly running is great. There's a 1 3/4 100-foot hose line. You need to advance 50 feet. It's fully charged with water. Once you've done that, there's a mannequin that's a 185-pound dummy that you can either drag with a rope or you can pick it up and carry it, but you got to move it 100 feet as well. The dummy drag, the reason we do that is we all train to take care of each other. If any of us goes down in a fire, we're going to have to be able to get our partner out to the best of our ability. It's crucial that we can, in some way, pick up someone that's nearly our own weight or more than our own weight and get them out of harm's way. If we can move our own, then we can move most of the people in the public. They're not wearing all the heavy gear that we are, they're not wearing the clothes that we are. They tend to actually be a little easier to move than we are. From there you go to a box fan that's placed on a shelf that simulates the height of the shelf that it would be in the truck. Pick that up in whatever fashion you need, carry it for 100 feet. And put it back on the shelf in a controlled fashion, and at that point time stops for the first part. After we've finished the first time section, we have a short downtime where we can change clothes, we can lose the coat, lose the gloves, and we replace them with a 45-pound backpack. From there it's a simple 1/4 mile run, 1/8 mile out around the cone and an 1/8 mile back, and it's timed as well. Once you've finished that 1/4 mile run with the 40-pound vest on, you're finished. the two combined times get added together. If it's for a new hire person, you get ranked for your time at that point. I believe to get yourself in a good enough physical condition to do well in our testing process, it's not the distance runners, it's not the big bodybuilders, it's the people that have a good overall fitness. People that do a little bit of all of it. You have to be able to run, you have to be able to lift some weight, but you have to be able to put out a really excellent performance that's only 5 minutes long. You need to train for that quick burst, leave it all out there and be done. My personal beliefs in this training system, it brings us new employees that have a certain level of fitness that is acceptable to West Metro Fire. It brings them in here where we can then improve on that fitness and teach them the things they need to know that are going to allow them to work a full career. It's nice that they get here at 25 years old or 30 years old or 40 years old and they're good to go then, but they need to be able to maintain that for the next 20 to 30 years. It gives us a basis of fitness to bring someone in and then build on that'll last throughout their career.